In this section, I'm going to show you how to graph a quadratic equation. The graph of a quadratic function is called a parabola. So there's several different ways that you can do this. I'm going to show you the easiest way for Algebra 1. Okay, the first thing that you have to do is find the axis of symmetry by using the formula x equals negative b over 2a. After you do that, then you can find y, plug that in for x to find y, and then plot several different points on either side of that, and that's going to be your parabola. You can also just plug in numbers for x and find y, but it's best to find the vertex. So I'm going to show you how to do this. In the equation y equals x squared minus 6x plus 3, the first thing that we want to do is to find the vertex. Okay, the vertex is the highest or lowest point on a parabola. So the way that you find the vertex is first by finding the x coordinate of the vertex, which is called your axis of symmetry, and that's negative b over 2a. So in this problem, your a would be 1 because it's assumed to be in front of the x, b is negative 6, and c is 3. So you have your a, your b, and your c. Now notice it's in standard form. That's very important. So we are going to have our negative b, which is negative 6, over 2a. And I'm plugging in b is negative 6, a is 1. So a double negative would be a positive 6 over 2. So our x coordinate for our vertex is 3. So if x is 3, what is y? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go y equals, I'm using the same problem, okay? I'm using the original problem and I'm just going to plug in the 3 for the x's. So I've got 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 3. So I get y equals 9 minus 18 plus 3. That would be negative 9 plus 3. Y equals negative 6. So right here, my vertex would be 3, negative 6. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to form an XY table, okay? And I'm going to have a 3 in the middle. You want your vertex to always be in the middle. Now some teachers say plug in 5 different numbers, some say 3. I'm going to go with 3 for right now because it's just the easiest thing to do. And you could plug in whatever numbers you want on either side of the 3. You could plug in a 2 and a 4, or a 1 and a 5, or a 0 and a 6, or whatever. Again, because this is Algebra 1 and graphing parabolas is really mostly an Algebra 2 thing, I'm going to say let's just plug in a 0 and have the easiest way possible. So I'm going to go back to the original problem, y equals x squared minus 6x plus 3, and I'm going to plug in this 0. So I've got 0 squared minus 6 times 0 plus 3. So 0 minus 0 plus 3, y equals 3. So this is going to be a 3. Okay? Now if I plug in this 6, y equals 6 squared minus 6 times 6 plus 3. So y equals 36 minus 36 plus 3. So y equals 3 for that one. So now all you have to do is you're going to graph this, and you can just plot it freehand. That's fine for now. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got 0, 3. So that will be right here. 1, 2, 3, negative 6 would be about right there. And then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 would be up here. And again, it would look better if it was on graph paper, but for right now, this is fine. And then we're just going to do a curved line, and that is our parabola. So this point down here at 3, negative 6, that is our vertex. And that's it. That's all you have to do.